I mean, if it sounds stupid, I'm just gonna say it. Don't you worry about that. But,
you miss all the shots you don't take, right? You've got to keep on trying. Well, we'll get ourselves started here. Get out on the map. Slightly delayed smoke there from 9 Pandas, but still heading up in that top left corner. Still my favorite move in the game here. We'll see them head up towards the twin gate, get some vision down, hold the high ground for a little bit. And it looks like someone's already there waiting for them. It's Pakaz with an observer ward of his own. Oh, it's not the same move. 9 Pandas going into the top jungle. Roaming into mid. Deep observer ward.
Doesn't seem like they're gonna find anything. Maybe Pakaz if they go backwards, but it doesn't feel like they're gonna do that.
30 seconds to battle.
What's the primary use of this observer ward then? Scouting Enchantress, or is this for when Morphling gets kicked out of the lane?
You want to see Enchantress rotating around if she's like grabbing the creeps. I see no blocks from 9 Pandas in the jungle.
I guess they might also be expecting this TA to be harassing Kunkka. Maybe Kunkka goes back for a creep camp in between waves. And maybe stacking things up for the Kunkka as well. Again, 9 Panda. Oh my god, again. Panda, the Enchantress, went for a bounty in bottom and dies for it. You really are in my head now. You said that at the start of game 1 and I just cannot unsee it.
Get it out. Get it out of the system. Say it one more time and then...
9 Panda. It's Panda. Enchantress. It's just
be done with it.
Enchantress.
Roger. Now it's Crystal Maiden playing into Clockwork again. Did get first blood money, so we'll buy Wind Lace. Try to get some extra move speed to try to close. Keep the distance away from Clockwork.
Yeah, sit on that right side of the lane as well. And creeps getting denied on the tower. Matthew being annoying as ever.
That should have been Crystal Noah. Plus maybe a Blink Strike from Ricky. Matthew's HP would be down to half HP, and he wouldn't feel too comfortable going for this type of a move now.
Oh, mid lane's getting a bit interesting. See Smile 5-0. There's a double dire wave here. And he's trying to deny out against Kiyotaka, but they had a bit of a dance around the river. And a good torrent landing. Putting pressure on the TA, who sat at 2 last hits. 5 and 3 Kunkka. While Matthew gets chased out by Roger. Whisper sniped a courier and removes Ramsey's tangos. Matthew barely going to survive here from the Crystal Nova and the creeps and Maiden
Ricky's
hitting.
coming. Ramsey's 2 Blink Strike charges. With the body block.
Yeah, can't quite get there in time. Well done by Whisper. 4 branches and a ring. I love these starting builds now.
It's so different.
Yeah, we see sometimes like the triple gauntlets, the double circlets and quad branches. The Ring of Health Rush. Panda getting on top of Antares. Yeah, spending a Firestorm there. Try and secure some last hits and harassment. They're spending quite a lot of mana to do so though. And they've dragged the wave back reasonably successfully. Morphling pretty much free farming in that lane. And none of these cores really too bothered about how things are going. The supports are so well honed now, well tuned in protecting their carries.
Won't be able to burst Morphling in this lane unless he's the one trying to like play aggressive, use his waveform or something. For now, 9 Panda. The Panda will be the one taking the creep top. Does have Mud Golem, so let's see if they can make... No, I didn't do it on purpose. I actually messed up.
Don't you start! Yeah, Panda. Oh, he's got a mud golem. Oh, my northern accent suddenly comes out now as well. Get a bit awkward. Yeah, blood grenade here held by Miero, so they're ready to turn if EG get a little too deep in that top lane. Mud golem turns into shard golems when he expires, so a couple of pebbles thrown. Bit of chip damage. Nothing too worrisome though. It's down in the bottom lane. Crystal Nova and the blink strikes on Matthew. He blood grenades into the Ricky, but the tricks of the trade are there to secure the kill.
You also lose HP. 75 HP when you use it. See Smile. Yotaka won't be able to kill him. Eats the branch, has Fairy Fire, didn't even flinch there. But you know that these two players are going to start to play very aggressive against each other. Temporal Assassin, 15 CS, kind of caught up with Kunkka. A lot of denies on Kunkka though. 7. His bottle will be refilled.
Yeah, we've had a lot of these boring mid lane matchups over the past year and a half or so, right? Where it's just farm trade, nothing really happening there until supports rotate. This is definitely a fun matchup. Both of them on a knife's edge. Very low HP and just looking for that little bit of weakness. A good torrent land or a good couple of side blade spills. As C-Smart goes for the X mark and the rotation from Matthew. Get on top of the Templar Assassin. But unable to finish the job. This also allows 9 Pandas to bring in reinforcements. Get on top of C-Small with the Melt Strike and the Blood Grenade. A lot of damage from Kiyotaka. Takes him down. Reactions from the CIS squad paying off big time.
You said mid should be 1 versus 1. Maybe a bottle refill. Not similar to the previous patch, but they brought numbers. 3 heroes to the mid lane, leaving Miero alone top. Even without Vanguard, he still feels relatively unkillable. And Ramses is getting some solo XP in the bottom. Ramsey's on top of CS. This is last pick Ricky, have in mind, so definitely looked like a good game for Ricky.
Yeah, with 11 denies as well. You know, quite often we see Whisper take the upper hand in these lanes, especially with the Doombringer. Likes to lay it on thick early on. He's going to get his money no matter what, though, from that Devour. We'll see where he heads in the future. And we'll watch Panda and Antares creating a new lane for themselves, just trading hits. And keep tapping into each other, and Panda's like, I've got a heal. Do you have a heal? Oh, you've got boots, you can run away. No one's going to win this fight. Just keep on scrapping.
Both players know that they can kill each other, but one has to give up at one point.
Yeah, who has the most important job to do? Who needs to pull? Who needs to stack? Who needs to protect Pakaz?
Here comes Roger.
You're right. Roger's popped through the twin gate, channeling the Watcher, so they'll know someone's coming. The catapult sees him. Loses track of him. Does leave Ramses alone down bottom. Not yet level 6. But yeah, like you said, he's got treads, tangos, 7-1 charges, and 2 spells to get out of the cogs. Catapult wave is here for Whisper. He's going to try and drag the Radiant Wave to make sure it does as much damage to the tower as possible. That's all about these little efficiency plays. Oh, Pakaz loses a lot of HP to that Firestorm. And what is it, level 3 now? It's a level 2.
Oh, level 2. He's still saving a point for now.
Was that in case he wants to pit?
Maybe, if they can hold him into pit, try to burst him with Fate Bolt. Not an easiest task. Also has 10 magic wand charges. Let's see, puts another point in Firestorm. And just kill Panda from 100 to 0.
Dispatch with the Enchantress. Now Matthew's come up here. Try and do something to protect Pakaz, but the Morphling's so low. Doesn't want to get involved in the fight, so Matthew, 70% of his HP gone. As this trio of heroes from 9 Pandas up top, tri-laning the Morphling, feeling strong. Whisper looks like he's having fun. Grabbing multiple creep waves, dragging them into large camp, and farming through with his Scorched Earth. And of course, with the Vanguard, tanky enough to just do this freely.
Both offlanders now do have Vanguard. Very interactive Dota2 gameplay. Cannot kill heroes 7 minutes into the game unless you have insane amount of magical burst. Matthew will steal Wisdom Rune.
Good sneaky play.
Not too happy about this one.
Pakaz is pretending to be AFK again. He does this every once in a while. He's like, okay, you've done a lot of damage to me. Keep on doing it. Let's see if you can get the kill. And then his teammates come in.
I didn't see that coming.
Go back down to full of HP with that max agi. He's got Morbid Mask, so he can dip into jungle now. No problems whatsoever. Top 2 net worth, though. 9 Pandas. Ricky, TA, both looking hot. Kunkka and Morphling definitely struggling to get the money they need.
This is the timing that we mentioned. Like, once Ricky gets his one item, and that's the Field Blade, Roger looks very dead here against all these creeps. But Kiyotaka will get something in return.
Yeah, Panda overstepping.
On Ramses, getting very close to it, just 500 gold away from it. Doom level 7. Still doesn't use his skill point to get the Doom. Matthew.
Dead to another Meld Strike. Big damage from Kiyotaka. Antares, X-Mark boat from C-Smile secures EG something from this mid lane river fight at least. So a couple of supports for a couple of supports in the end. I don't know, does that relieve the pressure from Pakaz? This 1v1 against Underlord still seems challenging.
He's getting the farm. Some farm. Can't really kill Underlord. You know that Underlord's getting just way more. He can farm the small camp. drag the creep wave, enemy creep wave into it, then farm another one. Has more than enough sustain with the Soul Ring and Vanguard. First use of Doom.
Yeah, on to Ricky
get the
the
kill.
Underlord's coming though, with the Fiend's Gate. Matthew slowed by the trap and the tower damage. Yeah, it's going to finish him off. Miero doesn't want to be down here anymore. Back through his gate he goes. A big kill for EG. Killing that Ricky. Like you said, his timing's about to hit. Wanted to start getting involved off the map for 20 seconds. There's a bit more room to maneuver here for the Morphling.
He was so close to getting the Fusel Blade. If he managed to have enough gold, or if he managed to like buy recipe, could have potentially TP top and gank Pakaz. That's exactly what he's doing, even before getting that Diffusal Blade. Wants to get involved. Oh, Pakaz also used his waveform. Ramses, he's looking. No Firestorm, however, but we'll get a kill anyway.
So simple. Just jump in, slice him from the back. Roger. Went up the staircase, met with 3 EG heroes up here, guarding what remains of their jungle camps. Yeah, better early game that can transition into mid game, though, it feels like, for 9 Pandas. It's Ricky TA. Core duo slicing through the Enchantress with 1 meld hit, but the answer from EG is the X-Mark, Torrent, Bow, all of the control. Kiyotaka
have another reflection.
Smoke screen is there, refraction is up, you're right. Protection for the TA. Has another meld, and a Dragonlance to turn around and fight into the Morphling. And look at him, push the damage into Pakaz.
DD Ricky.
Torrent is there, connects from C-Smile. Really well done. Kiyotaka finally dies. In comes Ricky, half HP with a DD, but he's going to blink away. Can't stand and fight. EG, 3 cores. All around his mid lane spot, aiming for Roger now. Another smoke screen, the DD still up for Ramses. Hitting into Whisper, pops his stick, the Vanguard is protecting him nicely.
DD got dispelled.
Yeah, well done by Panda with that enchant, and a good pit of malice into the Firestorm. Miero showing his face with a waveform over the top, and Pakaz getting involved. They'll lose Whisper, but might be getting the trade. No, Ramses invis, and there's no reveal.
Cloud in a second.
They've got that frostbite into Cloud. There's no room here for Pakaz to maneuver. Another good torrent, though, connecting as Pakaz turns and kills off Ramses, and now the X-Mark. They're just chaining kill to kill. Miero with another big pit. Kiyotaka comes back in, respawns, and fights into Matthew, but the cogs are perfect. Hold them back.
Ricky joining a fight. I want to see how much damage he was able to do in the previous fight. 2.7 thousand damage. I mean, it's similar to Kunkka, but his DD got dispelled, and you can see that he just doesn't have enough. C-Smile getting caught. Bit of malice is available.
He's got Boat again. Could be enough to protect him. Very tanky with his Ogre Axe and a Gauntlet. Phase Boots. Yeah, trying to slip away. We'll chuck the Torrent at them. Only connects on the Underlord, well sidestepped by Antares, but with Crystal Nova missing and no telekinesis for 5 seconds. Oh, the Ghost! The Ghost slows him down, and Ricky's come in from the northern side to finish him off.
This fight has been happening for the last 2 minutes, from the mid lane to the top lane. Constant fighting. Doom is available one more time. Rams is drawing on a minimap, thinking about pressuring this top part of the map, getting the kills, relieving some pressure for Kiyotaka. Like, Ramses, he's not the real carry in this game, because Ricky, once he finishes off the Fusel Blade, he feels really strong, unless he's focused. His HP is really low, but Kiyotaka needs his Deso. This is when the map is going to open up. They can easily kill tier 1 tower on the mid lane, and also go for Roche. They do have more than enough damage.
Yeah.
So Ricky's going to be playing like this, more of a position 4, playing with the team, going for the kills instead. More like a mid laner than a 4, to be precise.
Yeah, scouting people out and get involved early on. Yeah, that entire fight, I'm trying to figure out which way it swung, because it's still a 3k lead for 9 Pandas, but we had about a 2,000 swing from the first fight in the mid lane going towards EG with the big core kills they got. And in the end, it was a 4-for-4 trade, but I think it still favored EG to take a little bit of that net worth advantage away from 9 Pandas. Still looking like a sticky spot, though, with Kunkka Morphling down at the bottom of the cores in net worth. And Doom not even at the top, which ideally you'd want. It's TA and Ricky, the overfarmed ones. But here's a hook shot from Matthew. Start off another fight this time. No, yeah, uncharted territory, bottom jungle. We've not seen too much of this area of the map, killing off Roger. And something you mentioned in the draft for EG is the tower damage. How do they get on the tier 1s? Because they're all standing.
That's going to be a problem. You need to take a fight, maybe find a troll. Morphling also needs to be there, because Kunkka Doom, they really have 0 tower damage between these 2 heroes.
Look at Ramses.
He's looking. Fiend's
Gate.
Gate. Not
Good
the best
smoke screen.
cloud.
Oh, is it going to be enough? I don't think so. Picard has waveform. Yeah, could have placed that smoke screen a little further right, couldn't he?
Also, even with that, I think they needed another hero. Whisper.
Oh, yeah, a lot
Got the
of
Doom
damage.
off on Rubik. Rubik should be fine.
Kiyotaka blinking forward. Hunter surviving. Panda, can't get close enough. A good couple of moments there for 9 Pandas again. Just like you said, Ricky hunting top, trying to set things up for his team. Now coming into mid, scouting into the back behind the tier 1. Ricky sees everything.
Done by Ramses. Even with the haste rune, knows that he's going to have enough damage. This is 4 points in Tricks of the Trade, plus 2 Blink Strike charges. Gets the kill, and now starting to put some more pressure on the top. Pakaz, if he's on low HP, look at the itemization that Pakaz is going for. Understands that he needs to take care of himself because Ricky will upgrade the Cloud relatively soon. So you won't be able to be targeted by the allies. So the only one who can help you, this is pretty much life, is yourself.
Yeah. Such a cool little new smoke thing with that shard. What's he up to next, Ramses? Yasha done? Manta style, I assume?
Might pick up shard. I wouldn't mind getting the shard. This is 15-minute mark we're talking about. He's very close to it. 400 gold away.
Oh, yeah,
Both items are fine. It's
I know you said soon. I didn't realize it'd be that soon.
And
oh god. Demolished. A long line drawn down bottom as well. When EG, they're down here trying to get that first tier 1 tower. Catapult wave. A number of heroes. As Roger gets trapped in the cogs, but the Fiend's Gate is coming down south. Roger about to die to Matthew, but the rest of the squad arriving. Ricky onto the Doom. Roger, he does die, but Clockwork trades his life for it, while Ricky goes for Whisper, but Doom with the Vanguard and the mech. Too tanky to burst and catch up to right now.
Good.
Even hurricaning himself.
C-Smile decided to go for BKB. First item feels a little bit underwhelming, I would say, on Kunkka. Especially in this patch where it doesn't provide you with magic immunity anymore. And because he's constantly under some kind of a pressure, whether that's Miero, whether that's Ramses going for him.
Yeah, not comfortable whatsoever. But they're going to spot, I think, Kiyotaka, yeah. Up in that top jungle, he was a little isolated. The Pit of Malice going to give him a bit of cover. But Rocket Flares and Picard's chasing over the TA. He gets turned on with a Meld Strike. Kiyotaka trying to slow them down, but the Axe Torrent's there. Drags her back, and Whisper chasing forward. Freezing field from Roger is big, but cancelled out in the end. Stopped in his tracks and blown up by Picard. Whisper keeps on going through the Pit of Malice. He'll head. So much here, controlling up Miero. It's a Colt from Rubik. Not going to be good enough to keep back EG as they run rampant over the top of 9 Pandas. Ramses can't get too involved. Picard's going to pick up another kill.
Picard is cleaning up. They're playing really well around him. Bit of an awkward fight for 9 Pandas, where Templar Assassin gets caught. Can't really get out of the trouble, like this constant damage, getting battery assaulted, Torrent, controlled by X mark the spot. Not a chance to get the Blink Dagger off. Not sure if I like this Blink Dagger pickup. Maybe something like Deso into BKB would have been a better choice, but kind of hard to tell. Kiyotaka also had Phylactery in the previous game, so his itemization is a bit different, and also he did invest into Shard to have that extra layer of silence against Morphling.
Yeah, that's handy. I think we've seen the Blink Dagger, used decently so far to get pickoffs on the Enchantress, but maybe you're right, that Deso would have given them that Roshan capability you were talking about a little earlier on. Miera right now, very tanky, going into Rod of Atos. We've seen this little adaptation from Underlords recently. Going back to the older school. Oh, never mind. He's changed his mind again.
Never mind. He just made you look stupid while you're talking. I love that one. It's like, I'm giving you like 4 different points why it's so good here, and then he's like, it looks like he's listening. And
it's the Bugs Bunny meme, right? Just no.
I think
vision.
Bugs Bunny doesn't. The original meme, he doesn't even say no. It's something different. I think I have to actually check it.
Yeah. Oh, let us know. Does the meme has become more important than the animation itself? Well, Matthew, before staffing back in towards Roger, Crimson Guard, Whisper with the Hurricane, not able to get him out of harm's way. And now the Pit of Malice. Through the Fiend's Gate they head, and a stolen hook shot. Antares onto the top of Whisper. Ramsey does some good damage with the backstabs. Panda, I don't think you can do too much here. Just let Whisper's doom die. 9 Pandas using that high ground vision they had in the enemy triangle very, very well. And playing straight into that bottom lane.
I was right. He doesn't say no. He's the origin of the Bugs Bunny no image comes from the 1946 Looney Tune cartoon, The Big Snooze, where he's drinking something from the bottle.
Oh, so he's just drinking something and going...
Yes.
Nice. Oh, hello. Big pit. Nice firestorm. Jump on Panda. Slay the Enchantress. Ramsey's a little in and out here. As Roger and Miero focusing back onto Matthew's clockwork. EG now feeling the wrath of 9 Pandas as they get run over a little bit. 5-man group up from the Eastern European squad. Rebuffed for now as Pakar showed his face.
Has Hurricane Pike, has Pupil's Gift, so a lot of tankiness on Pakaz at the moment. So far, considering what he's playing into, he's had a really, really good game. Deso finished on Kiyotaka. It's time to go and try to look for a fight. Crystal Maiden will be dead for 20 seconds. They need to split up the map. Not go for full 5-on-5 engagements. Use these like heroes that can backstab, that can go in. Blank Dagger, Ricky. Use Fiend's Gate to try to outnumber enemies. Deso done.
I'm so glad
Where's that Deso? It's coming.
It's coming. I'm very glad you got so much to talk about because I was just analysing the Mayan calendar to figure out where Roshan was going to be. It is daytime, so bottom right corner on the Radiant side. Get yourselves into the pit.
I thought you were googling some kind of a meme to prove me I'm wrong or something. No. There's one thing I know in life, that's memes. And I think that's... Jesus Christ, that's it. That's actually it. That's all.
That is one thing.
That is all, folks.
Because Hurricane piking, waveforming, looking to slip away from the Ricky. Yeah, they don't want to keep going on him. EG might be setting up for a fight here though. C-Smile is lurking on the left side, and the other 3 from the top jungle. Maybe considering a smoke? No, just going to hold the high ground for now. Keep this protection of Pakaz up in that top part of the map. First Roche. This patch or this tournament so far, we've seen there's still a lot of teams fighting into the Aegis squad, but a stolen hookshot still there for Antares, straight into the middle. But the X-Mark dragging Nero back in with a boat over the top. TA in from the back, slays the Matthew Clockwork. As C-Smile and Pakaz in underlord form, aiming from the arrow still. He's doomed and he's dead. Finally falls. Pakaz now opening up onto Antares. Will take down the Rubik and the Morphling. Oh, he seems like an unstoppable force right now. Sideblade splashes hitting onto Whisper. Pakaz another Hurricane.
Burning his mana.
They duping down Roger. The Underlord Morphling nearly dead and finally killed. Ramsey gets the streak. TPM from Whisper now, and C-Smile might be in a bit of trouble. Coco's Rum all wearing off. Just need a little bit of slow and control, and that's what Roger provides. The Crystal Maiden will freeze up the Kunkka.
They didn't even lose Aegis in that fight. It looked good, like the good opener for EG, but like these two mid laner and the safe laner doing way too much damage. Ricky going out of control. He can't really be focused unless they doom him, unless they use X marks the spot on top of him. So he's really difficult to kill. Now also does have that smokescreen upgrade, so even more minus armor coming out. Ramses, he's scouting things out.
Well, how many hits?
Kiyotaka, he's not there, but Roger's coming.
Well, Ramsey's getting controlled up a little bit here. Helps the Manta, gets out with the Infernal Blade. Adaptive Strike flies across as he blink strikes onto Panda. And things will come to a close there.
Think about Manta style, it doesn't dispel dust anymore. That's a bit of a tricky part when you play Ricky.
Oh, yeah.
The new upgrade to the dust. One thing to notice is Whisper, he's the one who keeps Hurricane on Doom for a very long time. Wants to be able to push himself out of the trouble, close the gap, save his allies. I love the adaptation.
It's been really cool saving his clockwork. Moving out across the map like that. Goes to low ground from the creep camp. Oh, what is that? Shadowblade Templar Assassin. Living up to her name. Going to be popping out of Invis. Yeah, going Silver Edge. What's that primarily for?
I'm thinking. There's really nothing to break. Nothing really significant to break in this one.
Kunkka's Tidebringer is now broken, right? Instead of silenced? But
I don't think you're playing off of that, considering that Kunkka doesn't really deal that much. It's not like, wow, we broke Tidehunter and we're going to be able to bring him down. I guess he wants to play this assassin type of game. I mean, they have Ricky. What was his name?
Stealth Assassin.
Stealth Assassin. Okay, I know it was some kind of assassin. We had 3 assassins in the game. Templar, Nyx, and Ricky.
Yeah, we had NA, SA, and TA. And TA going to work onto the SA Enchantress. Do they see Kunkka? They don't have vision on him, but Ramses catches a glimpse. Straight in with a blink strike. Can't slow him down enough. And the arrow. The Fiend's Gate trying to reposition themselves a little deeper there with the Underlord and TA. But they'll swing focus onto the tier 2 tower and force a glyph out of EG. 6k lead, still holding Aegis for 1 minute on Kiyotaka. But here's the Aghanim's Morphling.
That's a big one. He wants to steal stats from either Templar Assassin or Ricky.
You can't do that when you're silenced. The TA trap's causing problems for him. In we go. Hook shot forward. He's going to turn into TA, the Morphling, as Whisper, Matthew, C-Smile on the right-hand side, looking for this angle of attack. Holding the top of the staircase. Hurricane onto Roger. I think the wrong direction there from Whisper.
They're so slowed. Clouds, Crystal Maiden, traps from Kiyotaka. And now he's starting to beat on this tier 2 tower. We'll finish it off.
Oh yeah, we have PA as well, don't we? We've got the Phantom Assassin. How could we forget about the PA? There's so many assassins.
Oh, you're right.
Well, here comes the smoke from 9 Pandas. And poor Panda. The Enchantress. Maelstrike. Not that much damage. Quite a tanky ant right now.
Gets the courier.
A medallion. Yeah, courier slain in the back end. And Matthew. 10 man with a battle plan. Dead. Got all this damage out of 9 Pandas. Aegis finally reclaimed, but they're still in a position here to go and steal Tormentor. Grab yourself another shard. Oh, look at Panda. Not just the Tormentor damage, but the Sideblade spills drop him to half HP. They want to go in. EG, they'll take it away. Actually grab their own Tormentor. Forced down through the torrent. Kiyotaka, a bit of space. The boat is coming. The shark will crash. In we go. And disarm on the TA. Make sure she can't do too much damage, but it will wear off eventually. So she'll swing in to C-Smile, who is left all alone by his team. The TP out is successful. Okay.
Boat, Crimson Guard, Mischance from Heaven's Halberd, Dragon Scale, extra armor, Plate Mail as well. We're back, baby. Back to damage mitigation meta. He was sitting inside of 5 heroes and was not able to die. Unfortunately for EG, Enchantress is the one who picked up the shard from that Tormentor. Would definitely prefer if it was anybody else. This shard still feels extremely underwhelming. Let it down Observer, hook shot in.
Yeah, Matthew's deep. A nice bit of malice. The arrows caught 3 of them trapped in the roots. They doom the Underlord, trying to remove him from the fight. And look at Kiyotaka though. Training through onto Whisper. A lot of tanking stuff on EG's side, but Ramsey's going to make short work of that. They pop the greens, healing Whisper back up, chasing the TA, desperate to get on top of Kiyotaka. A lot of damage on the TA, but not enough to finish her off. Now Miero's out of doom, so another pit of malice comes. Morphling into Ricky form and a one-hit tap into the back of the head of the Enchantress removes Panda, and a smoke screen down onto the Morphling, silencing up Picard, caught out completely, no chance of survival here, even with the force stab and a trip to the trade. Oh, maybe gets out with the waveform, but look at the Fiend's Gate.
Fiend's Gate, they're coming.
The stolen torrent from Antares as well. Just enough control to bring down the Morphling as Whisper hurricaning back towards what little safety remains on EG's side of the map. The onslaught is relentless though. C-Smart, BKB's up, TP's away, looking to get back to Fountain, but the rest of the team destroyed by Ramses. A double kill for that Ricky, and this map feels like it belongs to 9 Pandas right now.
And this is the combo. Once you pick it up on Ricky, Nullifier plus a shard, you can't force staff yourself. Allies can't target you because of the shard, so you're gonna sit in the cloud. And now he's going for another kill. There it is. 3 blinks. I mean, 3 hits. Blink strike, 2 hits.
Dire's bottom tower.
Easy as you like. Yeah, what's the minus armor on the Ricky shot? It's like -7 or -6. Wow.
I think it was -7 and it got changed. Let me just check.
Yeah, I've got
Maybe
7 in my head,
wrong.
but maybe I'm crazy. It's definitely 6 now, for sure.
Yeah, it got fixed in the version.
Okay. A little bit of a nerf there. It's still looking very potent. And you mentioned it in the draft, Ricky, with this TA. A lot of minus armor. Super good against the Morphling, who usually feels resilient and tanky against physical damage.
It's time to queue up some Lincoln Spheres on their side. Playing against Doom, X marked the spot, and also Aghanim Scepter Morphling, so both cores inside of 9 Pandas looking to get it.
EG just got to relax a little bit. Quite a while for the next Roshan to spawn. I'm gonna try and keep this Whisper Doom and Pekan's Morphling farming as best they can. Yet again, C-Smile becoming the sacrificial player from the cores. He got his BKB in Halberd, but probably not going to progress too far from that now. Whisper wants his blink real bad. Some form of initiation. Some way to get in onto Roger, Antares, just Kiyotaka, anybody they can see. And the strength for some of these teams this patch when they group up as 5. 9 Pandas showing exactly why. The last 15 minutes, there's been no one split pushing, no one out on their own. It has just been this one unit, one organism going across the map together.
They can't really get stuff done. Kunkka, he's super tanky, but in terms of damage dealt in the last like 10-15 minutes, this is where Kunkka really struggles. Also, itemization on Kunkka is extremely difficult in these games where you're playing from behind. Like Shard is fine. Aghanim Scepter is fine. Problem is like how you get to that point. For now, it's just utility. You don't deal damage. I see a Soul Curious being in quick buy for Kunkka. That's a good choice. You're playing against Templar Assassin Ricky. A lot of minus armor coming out. Kiyotaka, he already managed to find the farm. Finishes off his Lincoln Sphere. Ricky getting closer to his, just 1,300 gold away from it.
Yeah. Yeah, then they just can't be doomed. I mean, we've already seen Whisper really trying to focus Miera with the Doom, stopping this pipe, Lotus, Crimson Guard from coming into play. But then, at that point, you know, you're doing the Underlord just to stop him from using his auras. You're not really able to kill him off because he's so innately tanky anyway. I might see a switch up in tactics. Try and pop the Lincolns on a TA with a halberd. Get on her instead.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Finding a nice little spot on the map to farm though, Whisper. Down in that bottom part. But I'm not sure they'll get here for Roshan.
Problem that people were addressing in the previous patch. Especially when like watching Pandas games, you're getting slowly choked out of the map. You can't really do much. And they love to play longer games, so now the map is bigger. There's an outer ring of the map where you can try to find farm, but still, it's gonna be 9 Pandas controlling the majority of the map. Going for Roshan. This is the second Roshan, which means Cheese will be picked up. Ricky is the one holding it.
Oh, and a DD rune under Radiant Vision. Let's see if they can get to it before EG spot it. 3 heroes come back down south. They're using all these gates, Twin Gates, Fiend's Gates, portaling around. Yeah, looking to go grab that DD for Kiyotaka. Matthew showed his face for a second mid. Ricky was immediately on his tail. Looking to play back into that dire triangle again. I'm thinking how they can breach high ground. Maybe bait EG out of their base for a fight around the Ancients. I think EG going to be understanding that they can't get tricked like that. They're just going to hold on to their tier 3s, try and fight around this defender's advantage through buybacks, which they're going to desperately need in the upcoming team fight. And buyback status right now, all 3 cores of EG have it. And everyone except this Clockwork has buyback.
It's a difficult one for EG. In terms of how they come back, like their high ground defense, there's no repositioning tools. So kind of hard to have some kind of a play. Enchantress doesn't provide you with much. Maybe Clockwork hook shot, Cog pushback into Doom is the type of a play that they're gonna need.
Did we always have buybacks? Like in early Dota 1 days, there was no buyback, right? If you're dead, you're dead.
I think we added buybacks that weren't initially there, but there was also one time where you didn't have cooldowns on buybacks, so you could buy back like 3-4 times in a row if you had money. Yeah,
Storm Spirit's like, oh yeah, keep on buying back. That's definitely true. That's massive. The Sniper Troll Juggernaut, the Spin to Win patch. All the buybacks back and forth. But here comes 9 Pandas anyway. Going to be looking to force buybacks if EG overstep past their tier 3, which is falling pretty quickly. Lotus Orb, Auras, even the Pit of Malice to make sure that any jump is going to be counteracted by 9 Pandas all set up in position here. Base camp created outside the doorstep of EG's base.
And a nice steal from Antares. He is the one holding X marks the spot. Kunkka uses his, then you break it, it disappears completely, so that's a good way to counter it. For now, it's going to be Kiyotaka sieging the barracks. They drop the Solar Crest on top of him. He's going for Panda, and he's going to drop 1, 2, 3, 4 missed chances. Never mind.
Yeah, missed chance gets back into Fountain. Melee Barracks does die to Kiyotaka though. Pakaz turning it into the TA. Well, they rebuff 9 Pandas for a few seconds. The fact that Ricky has been cutting this mid-wave, opening up another avenue of attack here, does make things challenging. All 3 lanes on this dark side of the map, and EG looking to maybe get out of their base and hold the staircase near their ancients. Whisper was edging towards the area. Not going to go for it. So tentative. Looks like Pakaz morphling. Okay, never mind.
It's holding the... It's called Shield Rune, the new one.
Yeah.
With his HP, that's 850 damage block that just disappeared.
I can't go on him when he's got that up. Kiyotaka finds the Wisdom Rune, which Pakaz was trying to get to. 1400 experience. And he just goes straight back up to high ground. A little bit spooky. Lotus Orb put on him, though. That bounces the Adaptive Strike back onto Pakaz. And these Pits of Malice, again, talking about these choke points. So...
It's massive.
Such a good tool.
It blocks the whole ramp.
He really wanted that kill. Just get dragged back. I guess that's still X mark up on the Rubik. A 3-man pit and a Firestorm. And you can see how dangerous and difficult it is for EG to find any way to advance forward in these fights. Permanently silencing the Morphling, so no waveform attack. And Matthew, he's got a good angle here for a hook shot. Let's see if he gets in on top of the Kiyotaka TA, who still has Aegis for 40 seconds. I guess that's the big key here for EG. If they can get the timing around Aegis and kill off Kiyotaka's TA to make sure she doesn't have that second life, maybe that's a fight they can take.
They'll probably try to bring him down low, use an item or ability, proc that Linken's, and try to go... Oh, look at this play. Antares, he uses X mark to spot on himself, TPs to the side lane, picks up Wisdom Rune on their own side of the map and comes back. Efficiency.
Ah, wonderful. EG just bunkering down. Stuck in their base. No way to escape. They know that just a fight is imminent. They've got to do something to break out of this cage that they're trapped in. The Tormentor's back up. Oh, on the right side. Looks like it is. Do 9 Pandas need a shard? They've all got them?
Ricky has it. Templar Assassin. Underlord doesn't have one.
Okay.
So, go get it for him.
Yeah, Underlord's like, guys, Tormentor, go kill it. Get me a shard, boys, will you? Ramsey was like going in behind the Tormentor, then realizing, wait, I can't backstab this fella anymore. The cube has no back. Way.
Yeah.
He's all fronts.
Oh, that's geometry. Right there.
Too many faces.
Now that you say it that way, it does make sense.
That's like Io, isn't it? Wait, can you backstab Io? Because Io doesn't have a... I guess he has a front now. Because you have to turn around to place wards and stuff.
What if he's rolling... Like, Pango during the Rolling Thunder also can't backstab him.
It's the ball. All rolled up. I saw a cute little thing this morning when pangolins make their nest, they grab all these branches and stuff, and they're hopping around. Like, they hold it with their 2 front paws. Oh, hang on, Whisper. Not a cute moment for him. Has to BKB TP. A steal out of the Scorched Earth, but an escape for the Doom. Blink Dagger is up for Whisper now, so that ability to jump with the Wolf Stomp now available to EG. Another element of initiation alongside Matthew's Clockwork, always going to be handy.
They do have this AoE stun, but don't have another ability to proc the Lincolns with that they had with Hurricane. Ramses easily getting out of the trouble. Kiyotaka, they found Morphling because...
That's a BKB up through the defender's gate, and they've pulled Miero in. He's stuck in there. Hang on a second. Is that how it's meant to work? Riptide pulls him across. They're gonna lift him out with the telekinesis, and here comes Kiyotaka to blow up the Clockwork. Flyback comes. Miero's still stuck. The tidal wave just shoving him around everywhere. They've killed the Underlord. He's dead for a minute. They've brought back Clockwork, and now the chase is on. EG, they can taste something here. A little whiff of victory, potentially. See Smile and Whisper trying to catch up to the TA. Another tidal wave, dragging it back. The disarms keep coming, but Whisper's dead to Roger. And now, Kiyotaka can start swinging. Jumps in to take down Panda. See Smile in trouble. Dragged around by his own tools. Demise is met. The Kunkka
Someone needs to finish him off.
And EG lose 3 heroes with no buybacks. It's all down to Pakaz and Matthew now.
It would be funny if Morphling turns into Underlord and the game doesn't recognize that it's an enemy, that it's an ally, so it doesn't let them go through the defender's gate. This game's over.
Tremendous amounts of damage. And you're right, it's over. GG's are called. Another 1-1 here in the group stage. 9 Pandas tying things up against EG.
Great start for 9 Pandas in this one. I mean, they had a great start in the first game as well.